Find your values before the world chooses them for you. Let me hit you with something that might sting a little. Most people don't know what they really value. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because they've never stopped to ask. Instead, they've absorbed values from their parents, their culture, Instagram, TikTok, society, and they wake up one day wondering, why am I doing all this? Why does none of this feel like me? Here's the twist. If you don't define your values, someone else will. And you might spend your whole life climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall. Let's get real for a second. Your values aren't goals. They're not dreams. They're not vibes. They're the core principles that guide how you live, decide, love, work, and lead. Do you value freedom or security? Do you value honesty or harmony? Adventure or stability? You can't prioritize everything, and when you try, you become no one. Here's the shocking truth. Your values were probably downloaded into you, not chosen. According to Dr. Brené Brown, most people operate from default values. Things like success, because your parents praised achievement; respect, because your culture demanded obedience; perfection, because school punished mistakes. But just because they were taught to you doesn't mean they serve you. In fact, research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who live by internalized, self-chosen values report greater well-being, motivation, and resilience, even during crisis. Translation? Living your values literally makes you mentally stronger. So how do you find your real values? It starts with brutal honesty. Ask yourself, when did I feel most alive? When did I feel most betrayed? What moments made me proud? Not because I was praised, but because I felt aligned? In those answers are your values. Maybe it's freedom, and that's why you hate your 9-5. Maybe it's authenticity, and that's why fake friends drain you. Maybe it's growth, and that's why staying still feels like dying. Once you find them, decisions get easier. Life gets clearer. You stop asking, what should I do? And start asking, what aligns with me? Let me share something powerful. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychologist, said, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." Even in a concentration camp, those who had meaning, a reason based on their values, were far more likely to survive. Frankl's entire therapy model, logotherapy, is built on this truth. You don't need a perfect life. You need a meaningful one, and that begins with knowing your values. So here's the bottom line. You already have values. The question is, are they yours, or were they given to you? If you don't define them, you'll end up living someone else's version of success, running someone else's race, chasing someone else's dream. But if you do define them and live by them, you become unstoppable. Not perfect, not always happy, but clear, centered, and dangerously aligned. So ask yourself today, what do I actually value? And am I living like it? If this made you pause, made you think, like really think, give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content that challenges the noise. Because this channel, it's not about trends, it's about truth. Find your values before the world chooses them for you.